exciting thing when you get a young core and how developmental it is to make it to this point of the tournament, right? The chemistry side of it, the memory side of it, that builds going forward.
It really does, and I think, we talked to Grand's coach in the first game. He talked about the fact that, we're trying to get this going, and he said, we're outmatched today, but he said, hey, we are getting going, and this is an atmosphere. I want to expose them to it and see what happens. Talking to Coach Baldwin, same thing. He said, we want to be down here.
Starting lineups for the Enterprise Wolves, they go with number 11, Crew Evans, who had to play out of position yesterday. I thought did a great job. He is going to look for more catch-and-shoot opportunities in his different role today. Nolan Johnson, who was good on catch-and-shoot opportunities yesterday, the senior gets the start. They do go with junior Riker Jones. A lineup change there for Enterprise. I thought he played some really, really good basketball. They are going to go with number 44, Colton Segmiller. And then rounding it out, last year's state MVP, Trayson Whitman, who I thought was defended as good as I've seen him defended yet. Northside had a plan for him, and you can bet he's going to be hungry to kind of feast again today, not knowing that Buck Sargent's not going to be down there having to defend him. Not that it's going to be any bit of a slouch or difference here for Draper APA. But
and he might face a little bit of a height disadvantage with Greenwell. so I mean, it doesn't get any smaller for Whitman.
No. So Whitman will jump it up against Lucian Greenwell. Senior on senior action to start. Home whites for Enterprise with the gold and blue. Road black uniforms with the white, gray, and red trim for Draper APA. As Evans does start out at the point, as Jackson Hyatt does not get the start this afternoon. Keep that in mind as an early turnover heading the other way. Overby coast to coast. Segmiller knocks it out of bounds, and a good transition defense start for Enterprise despite the turnover.
Yeah, and Overby claps his hands. He knows he missed one. He just couldn't quite get right to the bucket.
Baseline out of bounds here. Taking it out is Burris. Baldwin will look to send in. Deep right side with it, Overby.
Some talented siblings with Lala Baldwin in the semis and then Urban in the Consolation.
Urban with it. Picks up his dribble, gives it straight away to Jones Strong. Now right side with it, Burris. Jabs, step back three. That's a college range three. Does not go. Rebound to Evans.
Yeah, that was a deep shot. I'm not sure. There's just that little adjustment with the college three-point line that we see a lot of short shots.
Two possessions, two turnovers on the same side.
Very uncharacteristic of the same kind of just a pass that didn't quite work.
Crossover, Baldwin sends corner. Three on the way. It's Strong. Long rebound coming back to Overby. Into the hands of Burris. He's going to get right into the lane. The sophomore, nifty up and in for two. First bucket of the game goes to Draper APA. What a move from Burris.
Yeah, he split the defenders and went right to the rim.
Jumper from Johnson, 18 feet out. That's well long. Rebound comes down inside to Strong. Burris gets it out in transition to Baldwin left side. Baldwin sends back out. The drive to the hole is short on the play from Greenwell.
Yeah, defended very well by Whitman.
Crew Evans with it over on the left side. Picks up that dribble high. Bounces it low. Bounce pass to Jones. Riker with a nice move inside. Riker Jones on the left side ties us up at 2.
So that was a scouting report because the minute he got that, he turned drop step back and went right to the backboard and the rim.
You wonder, were they trying to run that same play the first few possessions? Yeah. Focused on that left side. Ball goes down into Greenwell. Send it back out. Burris thought about the three. Now pull back out. Reset left side with it to Urban Baldwin. They go baseline. Greenwell, inside out game. Right side three from Overby. That's no good. And Whitman tracks down the rebound.
Looked good, just a little short.
Draper APA certainly getting looks I think that they're comfortable with early, and will get a reach-in foul. Not sure if this was at the play or away from the play.
We'll see.
Yeah, that was away from the ball.
I was wondering what they were going to call because I didn't see anything on the outside, so Oh, yeah, you can see it actually just kind of grab both hands around the waist.
Segmiller open, triple out of the corner. That's a high arc or no. Rebound Johnson. Second chance, Evans, right corner. Pumps with it. Back to Segmiller. Gives to Whitman straight away. Power dribble, spin, left hand. That is. Oh, we've been seeing it for a few years. Trayson Whitman with the left hand, and that puts Enterprise up 4-2.
Yeah, what do you do with that? I mean, that was just beautifully done. Left hand, offhand, it was great.
Dribble inside and a loose ball ends up back in the hands of Overby. Inside reverse, beautifully done. Lucian Greenwell, so style points going early to both teams.
Yeah, I'll say.
Fantastic finishes.
That was over the back of his head, backwards.
Johnson, 15-foot jumper is good. Jones, rather. Riker Jones hits it for two. makes it 6-4.
Yeah, he's got 4 already.
He had a good first quarter yesterday and then kind of fell out of the game plan there, but a nice start for Jones. Ball goes high to Burris. He's going to hand off outside. Baldwin fires the triple. It's well off. Rebound to Jones, left side.
Yeah, just a little bit off balance, maybe a little bit rushed.
Whitman runs the floor beautifully. Evans with a great look-ahead pass, the harm, the bucket. Whitman will have a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, Greenwell just not quite back soon enough to pick up any type of position, so he goes up with the ball, but Whitman just too smart, goes right into the player.
So Whitman will get the free throw. A much quicker start for Trayson Whitman than what we saw out of him a day ago. Doesn't want this to be his last game. Wants to play tomorrow afternoon. As the Banks, hey, it's still Friday. It's 2:30 on a Friday, folks. Banks are in fact open.
Plenty of time.
Baldwin gets it across the Snow College S, goes left side. Pump fake on the three from Burris. He will rise. Wow. Fire hit.
Oh, my goodness.
Anthony Burris, the sophomore, drills the three. Timeout to Draper APA. We'll take it right here on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking has built a reputation of unparalleled customer service and satisfaction in the trucking industry. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers statewide, including Beaver, Millard, Sevier, San Pete, Juab, Carbon, Emery, Utah, and Salt Lake counties, as well as many other locations. The job includes a home daily schedule, excellent pay, benefits, training, retirement, a positive work environment, and requires a Class A CDL license with doubles endorsement. To apply, go to barneyjobs.com. That's barneyjobs.com.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Back into this one. 9-7 with the early timeout to Draper APA. The lead still to Enterprise. Johnson looks to break through this press. Beautiful pass. Jones takes it up. Thought about dunking it. Misses, but guess who's there? It's Trayson Whitman cleaning up and laying it in.
Yeah, the senior, 7 points in his first quarter. He's got 7 of the 11.
Bringing it back down is Baldwin. Left-hand dribble, gives it over left side into the hands of Greenwell. Now right side with it is Strong. Strong with the left hand, gives straight away Burris. Now left side to Baldwin. Baldwin gets the no-look. It's deflected, ends up back in the hands of Strong. Baldwin thinking about well beyond an NBA line three, and then a steal. Segmiller out in transition, stops, lays it in. Colton Segmiller for 2.
I thought they might call a travel on that with the stutter
close.
step on the stop, but he did a really good job. Let the player run by, and then just the easy layup. Biggest lead of the game is 6.
13-7, 3:33 to go, opening quarter. Strong had an open look for 3, passes it up. Picks up the dribble, and then just miscommunication inside with Greenwell, throws it away.
Greenwell actually was rolling, and it was. I thought that was a great pass. Greenwell did hold up short, though, so he stopped in the middle, and had he continued one more step, that would have been a perfect setup on the pass. And that's kind of unfortunate because then it's, Strong ends up with a turnover.
Sure. Oh, it's like in football. Sometimes an interception's not the quarterback's fault, right? He's the one that's going to get credit with it, but
doesn't matter.
And Jackson Hyatt back into the game. I shouldn't say back in, but back on the floor, rather, after missing most of the game yesterday with an injury. Glad to see him back out there.
Man, he took a fall, didn't he?
Yeah,
nasty fall.
That's a generous way to put it. That was as hard of a fall as I've seen in a basketball game in a very long time. As that ball's deflected, stays here with Enterprise.
Yeah, landed on his hip, and then went into the backstop with his head, but it was the hip that was scary. So it's really good to see him back out there.
Hyatt's going to send it high. Segmiller back Hyatt right side. 3:04 left here in the opening quarter. Hyatt dribbling low, hounded out front from Baldwin. Exciting matchup with those two guards.
Both lightning quick.
Whitman goes right side to Hyatt. Shot clock expires.
I don't think Enterprise was paying attention to that. I think they kind of got lost in the possession, as there wasn't really any urgency till the shot clock goes off.
You know, it's interesting. We've seen that multiple times. You just see that multiple times throughout the season, a deflection, and you think, oh, it's a fresh possession. Right. I got plenty of time, and definitely not the case. Got to hit that rim.
Yeah.
Overby gives straight away, Strong, left side into the hands of Baldwin, trying to get that, and another turnover. Hyatt saves it, but then right back to Strong. Strong will drive it right side. Euros puts up the shot, altered, and the rebound to Whitman.
Yeah, great defense.
Siegmiller doesn't see the guy behind him. Fortunately, the ball never traveled anywhere after getting deflected. They go in the paint to Whitman. Trayson lowers the shoulder. Great block shot. Ball is on the ground, and Hardman deflects it. Ends up back in the hands, number 35, who just checked into the ball game. That
VJ Arajavan.
And has got some size for APA as it's a steal the other way now. Whitman leads the break. Segmiller to the basket, takes the bump and the harm. Clean block up top, but can't have that body contact down low.
No, you can't. And basically, what the smart thing by Segmiller is he knew the player was up, so rather than just going away, he goes into the player. And Greenwell just had no chance to go anywhere. That's his second personal foul trouble because they don't really have an answer for Trayson Whitman without Lucius Greenwell being in the game.
And keep in mind, Whitman playing well with him on the floor, let alone without him on it. So check it back.
They'll roll the dice.
They're leaving him out with the 2 fouls. That is fascinating. Max Jacobson, the junior, is going to check in. Whitman is going to sit for a brief moment as Nolan Johnson returns. Should point out Carter Hardman, who I thought played well yesterday, back in the game, or in for the first time this afternoon.
Yeah, agreed.
1 for 2, Segmiller. 14-7, Wolves doubling up the Eagles opening period. Under 2 to go. Baldwin with the basketball over on the left side, guarded out front by Jones. That's a deep three. Ball comes down back inside to Max Jacobson, who's checked in off the bench. Baldwin's going to skip it left side. The pump fake and drive from Burris. Give inside. The tough shot is no good, but 2 free throws.
For VJ Arajavan.
VJ Arajavan.
That's his last name, yep.
Give me three.
Carter.
Give me 3 more times, and
VJ
I'll have it
Arajavan.
down.
Yeah, well, I practiced with Coach Baldwin before. I said, okay, because I've called his name, for several years.
Right.
I think I've had a Draper APA game every year, and it just so I said, okay, one more time, and he said VJ Arajavan, but you can call him VJ. And I said, well, let's try to get his name.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Carter VJ Arajavan. He's 1 for 1 at the line now to get one more. The senior. Certainly none of these seniors want this to be their last game. Want to play for that extra day tomorrow. Rebound comes down to Hardman off the miss.
Yeah, so far very competitive, which is always nice. There's sometimes a letdown in consolation brackets. Not so.
Both boys' games, well, the one earlier you mentioned was fantastic.
Unbelievable.
This is off to a pretty solid start. Deflection right into the hands. It's Baldwin. Right side with it, gets in the paint, sends it back out high. That's Jacobson. Swing it left side, Burris. Thought about the 3. Will now attack off the left side. Long 2. It's Strong. Rebound comes down to Hyatt.
That's a tough bucket, but defended very well by Johnson.
Johnson catches right side, gets to the rim. Nifty layup with the left hand, does not fall. And the rebound to Jacobson. Hyatt nearly comes up with a steal. Will get charged with the foul. That will be just the second team foul on Enterprise.
Yeah, Baldwin did a nice job of using his body to screen the pass. Hyatt kind of went after it, so he was already in the air, and Baldwin just snuck in and created the contact.
Crew Evans will take a seat. Here with 55 seconds left in the opening period. As Draper APA now in possession, Urban Baldwin with the basketball up top. Crosses the snow S, gives it over right side to Jacobson. Right wing, comes off the high screen, thought about the 3, gives it over right side Burris. Burris with the left-hand dribble, gets in the paint, spins, lowers the shoulder, sends it out. Open 3 from Greenwell, it's Strong. Rebound off of the noggin of Jones, ends up right in the hands of Carter VJ Arajavan, and that's Arajavan, and that's no good.
Yep.
Wild sequence there.
That was kind of a funny, you want to go back and watch that one as it just bounces right off the head.
Perfectly done. Jones, turnaround jumper baseline, tries using the glass node. There's no box out.
Yeah, well, there was a box out.
Well, let me put it this way. Yeah, there was APA did not box out. We'll put it that way. And a good job by Enterprise.
Yeah, so VJ Arajavan he was hanging over top of the player.
Right.
So it was a great box out.
Hyatt sends corner. Johnson catch, shoot, triple buckets. Beautiful play. Nolan Johnson. That's what having Hyatt back does. You get those easy looks.
No, it's completely true. And really a tough bucket under pressure.
Baldwin rises, fires Strong, and that will end quarter number 1. A good start for the Enterprise Wolves. They lead at 17-8. Second quarter action next here on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. We are at the second period, 17-8 our score. Enterprise played that pretty darn well, Scott, in the first quarter.
No, a great job, and really it looked great too. They competitive. Enterprise just made a few more shots, and Tracy Whitman inside was the difference.
VJ, 15-foot jumper, good. How about that for Carter? VJ Arjavon knocking it down. 17-10. Right side with it is Johnson. Jones, down low Whitman, draws the double, sends Johnson right corner. He'll drive, pull up from 15 at the angle, that's no good. Jones with a tip out, but it comes down and an outlet now to Strong. Strong to VJ, power dribble right at the rim, and a foul call. Johnson doesn't agree with it, but it'll be two shots for VJ here at the free throw line.
And here's the thing, watch this replay as you can see, either way, because of the come down and the hard swipe, whether he got it all or not, you're going to get a foul 90% of the time.
Might look cooler, but your chances of a foul
awesome.
Go way up.
Yeah, the not in my house factor of that is awesome. The potential for a foul is not so awesome.
Sure, right. And, that swat down is much better once the ball's left the hand, right? When it's still
really
in the hand,
it looks bad.
Yeah, exactly. Second one missed. Ask Kaba Keita how that felt against Kansas on Tuesday.
I didn't see it.
You will have to go back and watch that one.
Oh,
One of the
really?
best blocks I've seen in a game ever.
By who?
Kaba Keita for BYU.
It was Kaba.
Marriott Center was rocking on that play. The drive, the shots, the jumper no good from Evans. Offensive rebound, and it comes away. Draper APA's got it. It's Strong.
So just real quick, we called a couple games with him here at the Sevier Valley Center. I did.
I have heard stories.
Whoa.
There's a three on the other side. Anthony Burris.
That's 8 points for Burris in this first half.
Good friend of mine, Greg Sterner. His son's first time he got put on a poster. Kaba Keita. So.
Yeah.
Pull-up jumper, Hyatt. That's a nice two on the baseline. Pushes
Smooth.
the lead to 6.
I love the mid-range jumper, and Enterprise does that as well as anybody. And Hyatt just found an open spot and hit the jumper that was open, which is nice.
Burris with the basketball. Jones just reached down and took that away as he'll lead the break now, coast to coast. Layup does not fall, and an excellent box out by Max Jacobson.
Yeah, great defense altogether, kind of gave way.
Strong, right to the rim off transition, no, but a foul, and it will be 2 shots for Jones Strong.
Yeah, Johnson, I think, will pick up foul number 2. That's trouble for Enterprise, as that'll be his second.
They give it to Segmiller.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Wow. Maybe they called it before the contact underneath.
Shot is up and down for Jones.
2. I actually was contacted by an official once who said, hey, don't anticipate who the call's going to be on. I said, okay. That one looked obvious, but I didn't know.
Second one drops as well. So 2 free throws. Good start of the second quarter for Draper APA. They were down 9 to end the quarter. It's now down to 4.
Yeah, 6-2 run.
Jones with it high. Trying to get it back to Hyatt. Defended well by Strong. Hyatt does catch.
Draper APA has kind of extended their defense, a lot more pressure now in the half-court set.
Right side with it. Evans comes off that screen. Segmiller pumps, gives left side to Johnson. Johnson will ball fake with it. Give it right side to Hyatt. Hyatt looks to come off that screen. Bumped and fouled, as that will be team foul number 1 on Draper APA for the period.
Max Jacobson just jumped that screen and created too much contact. Trayson Whitman on the bench for an extended period of time, interestingly enough.
That is fascinating. We'll keep an eye on that as it'll be side out of bounds here for Crew Evans. 5:55 to go. Burris guarding the inbound. Going to send it up high to Hyatt, left side, guarded by his numerical opposite. Skips to Johnson. Johnson gets in the paint. Dump off. Segmiller, reverse, beautifully done. A perfect cut, and then an even better pass. Johnson to Segmiller.
Oh, and then Segmiller finishes with the left hand rather than trying to make it a right-hand shot. It was just a great all the way around.
Burris goes behind the back, pulls back out, right side to Strong. Strong's going to give to VJ. Ball deflected. VJ sends right side. Pump fake from Overby. They give back down low. VJ on the block. Power dribble, turn, spin, shoot. No, but a foul. That will go on Riker Jones. So VJ earning them, getting to the free throw line here early in this game.
Well, and Jones kind of bailed him out just a little bit because VJ was underneath the basket quite a ways, and it would have been a really tough angle to make that, but the contact comes. First foul of the game for number 15, Jones.
VJ misses another foul shot, 21-15.
1 for 3 so far.
He'll get one more.
Man, I can see that young man in a football uniform, can't you?
Yeah, the little left tackle action going on.
Oh, yeah.
Broad shoulders as we got a loose ball. Hyatt with a heady play, saves it. Skip pass up ahead to Johnson now. On the left side. Picks up that dribble. Looks to go with it. Gives back to Hyatt. He will pull out and reset for Enterprise. Such a low, crafty dribble from Hyatt. Picks it up here. Gives it left side to Johnson.
Yeah, strong matching, though. Strong staying in front of Hyatt, which is rare.
Drive inside by Evans. The push, the block. VJ gets a piece of it. Ends up back in the hands of Jacobson. Right side with it is Burris. He'll attack off the dribble, spin, lose control for a moment, just puts up a wild shot, rebound to Jones.
Yeah, he stumbled, but he'd already committed, so he couldn't make the pass. He just had to throw it up.
Johnson with it, goes right side Hyatt. The give to Jones. 10-foot jumper, the bank, no. Rebound Segmiller. Ball is loose. Johnson's now got it left corner. A reset for Enterprise. 4:30 to go here in quarter number 2. Enterprise has led most of this game. Draper APA trying to make a comeback of it. Had it to 4. Segmiller, nice cut, better pump fake, and the finish for 2. Great game for Colton Segmiller. He has come on strong in this second quarter. Timeout to Draper APA. We'll take it as well here on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. 4:16 left in the second quarter. Shout out to executive producer Barrett Hilton. Got a busy 6. Usually 2 and 3 are at the same time, so our crews kind of get split up. Not the case this year. So it's all hands. Usually it's all hands on deck in 2 separate places.
Yeah,
but now instead it's all hands on deck.
For
about 6 days, yeah.
That's right. It just extends it.
Yeah. Ball goes right side now into the paint to Greenwell. He'll send up high to Overby. Drive it left side. VJ lines up a triple left wing. That's no good. Good strong board from Greenwell. Throws it off of Hyatt. Hyatt saying, hey, he was out of bounds when he threw it. Of course you're going to say that when you get the ball thrown off of you.
There you go. It was a good effort either way.
Hardman's going to check in. Evans is going to take a seat as we hit the midway point of quarter number 2. Strong to throw in. Going back and getting it is Burris, right side. Will reset for the Eagles. Goes behind the back. Crafty gets in the lane. Euro up with the left hand. That is a grown man's move. Anthony Burris, just a sophomore, making it look like he's been doing it for 10 years.
Yeah, into double figures. He's got his 10.
Ball gets sent to Segmiller down low. The pump fake from Hardman. Spins. Left-handed hook goes in. How about Carter Hardman, the junior?
What in the world was that? He popped that one out with the left hand in the lane. That's a tough bucket. He's not left-handed.
We've seen a number
that I know of
tough buckets in this game. That 3 no good. Rebound to Whitman. Some craftiness from both teams.
We really have. We've seen some really highlight reel type moves in this game.
Truman dumps to Hardman again. Power dribble. Sends it back up high. Segmiller, Hyatt, open triple, rises, fires, Strong off the back iron, rebound to Strong.
Boy, Draper ABA did a great job rebounding, boxing out on the rebound.
Ball goes high. It ends up left side into the hands of Overby for 3. That's Strong. VJ an offensive board, but hey, Hyatt says, I'll just take that.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Loses it off his foot as he's helped up by Burris. Yeah, just stumbled there. No contact. So
yeah, it was right in front of us, and so you could kind of see. I think some of the crowd said, "Oh, he was pushed down," but it looked like he just stumbled.
Just lost his balance a little bit. It's not like he needed to get a joint fixed or anything yesterday, right? I mean,
exactly.
The fact that he's even playing today is
remarkable.
Pretty spectacular. Agreed.
Yeah, good minutes from VJ Rajavan.
Absolutely. Under 3 to go here in the quarter. Ball goes left side. Burris thought about the 3, jabs with Whitman on him. Steps back, rises, fires, shoots in and out. A good look. Not a good box out, though, from Enterprise. And the smallest guy out there for Draper APA, Urban Baldwin, crashes the boards.
Well, that's one of those times when the players box out so well, the ball lands on the floor, and then the player just picks it up. Where they didn't go after the ball, but they did have a great box out.
Overcommitting to the box out is what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
Ball goes in over on the side to Greenwell. Now left side with it is Strong. 2:31 left. And a fresh 30 here for Draper APA. Right side with it is Baldwin. Uses the screen high, left-hand dribble, gets into the lane, sends it over. 3 from Strong. Buckets. Absolute big 3 from Jones Strong. Cuts it to a 5-point game.
Well, and Urban Baldwin actually saw that, and so he dribbled in. He was going there the whole time as he spotted he was open on that outside edge.
Evans gives, now middle Whitman. Whitman has not played much in this quarter. The pump from Hyatt, takes it baseline, ball fake, beautiful pass. Hardman couldn't finish that, ends up in Segmiller's hands. He's bumped and fouled. That will be just team foul number 2 on the Eagles.
Yeah, Baldwin just kind of reacting.
Yeah, it's one of those plays where just both 2 guys going for the ball. Segmiller recovers and
Baldwin turns and takes a couple steps, runs into the player, can't avoid it.
Right.
It's one of those tough reaction fouls.
Ball comes back into Segmiller. Now right side with it is Evans. Right-hand dribble, skip pass right side to Hyatt. Goes low Whitman. Power, spin, left hand. Oh, that one rims in and out. Another great move inside from Whitman. And then Hyatt, so crafty, so quick.
Just
the
snuck
theft
around.
in the bucket.
Yep, and I like that. He did just steal it.
Baldwin crosses on the right side. Deep right wing 3. That's Strong. Rebound to Whitman. Trayson's going to look to run in transition. Dribbles right into the defender. Fortunate for him, Hyatt's there. 15-foot baseline jumper is good. Jackson Hyatt, welcome back, sir. A great second quarter for the senior point guard.
Yeah, 6 points for Jackson.
Right side with it, Burris. He'll get into the lane, send right corner. Baldwin drops the defender, sends straight away Strong. Does he have another in him? In and out. Great box out from Whitman. Strong board into the hands of Evans. Evans gets it up to Johnson, left side. Picks up that dribble, goes low. Segmiller had great position and finishes for 2. Enterprise attacking the rim. Game high 11-point lead now, under a minute to go. It seemed like Draper APA was getting right back in this game, Scott. And the combination of these seniors, Hyatt, Segmiller, and Whitman said, The catch high on the right wing. Pump fake on the 3 from Overby. Sends left side to Burris. Jabs. Looks to attack off the dribble. Gets in the lane, splits. Push shot for 2. No, a great move. And then the rebound inside. Putback is good. Greenwell with a big bucket.
He did a good job of finding the space that was open.
Deflection, Hyatt recovers it. Shot clock is off. Enterprise is pushing here. Johnson's going to take a corner triple. It's no good. Segmiller follow does not go. Ball inside, and it ultimately comes down to Greenwell. Taken back by Evans. Evans catches right corner. Will drive in the paint, send it over Segmiller. Back to Evans. 9 seconds. Hyatt will now hold for 1 shot. No look into Whitman with 4. Whitman takes the bump with 3. Banks and scores with 2 and with 1. That will take us to halftime. Great response from Enterprise after a run from Draper APA. Your halftime score, Enterprise 33, Draper APA 22. We'll be back with the halftime show next here on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology, Because every mile matters. And every path leads to new possibilities.
Current Chevy owners and lessees can get $6,350 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
As a urologist, my job includes treating kidney stones, diagnosing, treating prostate cancer, and other disorders of the urinary system. Here at CVMC, specialists and primary care physicians all work very closely together.
As a family physician, being able to have continuity of care and direct relationships with our specialists is something we're very fortunate to have here.
I'm Dr. David Sewell, board-certified urologist. I'm proud to provide state-of-the-art care here at Central Valley Medical Center.
This is Nate Christensen at Zions Bank. We're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. And with a branch right around the corner, we're here for you wherever you are. For all your personal and business banking needs, come visit us and let us show you how Zions Bank is for you.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Are you a new CDL license holder? If so, Barney Trucking would like to train and pay you to become a world-class truck driver on state-of-the-art equipment. They also provide you with reliable, courteous support, a fantastic wage, paid holidays, solid benefits, home daily schedules, paid time off, an excellent safety record, and respect. Dependable truck drivers have been Barney Trucking's #1 investment since 1947. Start your outstanding career by applying today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
My parents know nothing about gaming. I told them we needed Centricom Fiber because it's by far the fastest and most reliable internet speeds.
Hey bud, dinner's ready. Time to turn off the game box.
Alright, this round's almost over.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. It's halftime here at the SVC Consolation side of the bracket. Winner gets North Severe tomorrow in what was, Scott, arguably the best game we've seen down here all weekend.
No,
so far. I mean, it's still early in the tournament.
No, that was the best game.
That was phenomenal.
I've watched them. I think that was the best game of the day, of the tournament so far.
Without question, interesting one in this one. They say it's a make-or-miss league when it comes to the game of basketball, and, Mr. Brad James's stats certainly tell us that, don't they?
No, they certainly do. And you look at, the difference in this one, there's an 11-point advantage, and what it comes down to is field goal percentage, almost 50% for the Wolves and almost 30% for the Eagles of Draper APA. So, a tough spot for the Eagles if they can't score from the outside.
Well, when you look at it, look at shot selection, right? The aggressive takes to the basket by Enterprise on almost every possession. Now, they're not always taking that shot at the rim, but that inside out has worked well for them at times. And then, maybe Draper APA settled a little bit too much on a couple of tough jump shots.
Well, tough jump shots, but deep jump shots. You look at the 3-point field goal percentage is only 18%, 19% with the rounding up, 3 for 16. And so, I know that's probably the way the team lives or dies by, but when they're not going, you got to, and they've got big enough guys to go inside, but then you got to credit Enterprise's defense. As the 3-pointers that Draper APA has taken are not, they're missing deep, and there's some open ones, but they're tough. Even those are tough shots. So it's not your set up, stand up, shoot shots. You're having to kind of rush a little bit, and they're flying.
Charles Barkley still says it. You live by the three, you don't die by the three, and that's certainly been the case for Draper APA in this first half. So
certainly is. Other rebounds, Enterprise leading in the total rebounds, 21-17. So not too much of a difference there. And everything else just kind of
pretty even aside from that. Yeah, it's literally come down to
field goal percentage,
which is funny, right? That's kind of what the game ultimately usually does come down to is makes or misses. So something to definitely keep an eye on. We appreciate the award-winning Brad James for keeping those numbers for us. As we'll take another break, come back, get you some keys to the second half. Enterprise and Draper APA coming up next on TeamHive.live, KSLSports.com.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
A new year and a new adventure with the perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. With pure power unleashed and future-forward technology. Because every mile matters. And every path leads to new possibilities.
Current Chevy owners and lessees can get $6,350 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
I'm Dr. Brandon Beck, and I'm one of the general surgeons at Central Valley Medical Center. One of the best parts of my job as a general surgeon is to interact with a wide variety of people. And many of those people have experienced chronic conditions or painful things for many years. And there is nothing better than helping them to work through those conditions and to have an improved quality of life. I'm happy to be back in Utah at Central Valley Medical Center serving the people in our community.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Second half about to get underway. Well, this would be a duh comment on what needs to change for Draper APA. They just need to make shots, but some keys to the second half.
Well, the key for Draper APA has got to be maybe a little bit more into control shots that are just higher percentage with set shots, maybe not quite so rushed. So they'll have to run that offense. On the Enterprise side of the ball, do what you're doing, play the inside. I think Segmiller, Johnson, and Whitman inside have just been devastating.
Ball into Enterprise as Hyatt does get the start. This second half looked great. Big key for them and why they have an 11-point lead having him back.
Yep, agreed.
Evans with it, gives top of the key Hyatt back to Evans right wing. Dump to the free throw extended is Whitman. They switch it over to Segmiller. That three is no good. Out of bounds back to Draper APA.
Yeah, they're going to say that's off of Evans as he and Strong were fighting for the ball.
Ball comes back into Anthony Burris. He will get things set up. Again, this is a very, very young team.
Yeah, it is.
On the front for this Draper APA squad. But again, getting here, that's such a big part of building your culture as the step-back jumper. In and out for Burris. Rebound to Segmiller.
Yeah, tough shot. Once again, just kind of, not definitely a good shot, but hard because it was defended.
Johnson, that's a tough 15-footer.
Same exact thing, yep.
Rebound comes the other way. Here's Burris, transition. Right side, looks to attack, goes baseline, shovel pass Hyatt there to deflect it out of bounds, played perfectly.
Yeah. Jackson Hyatt, we saw him in football too, that little spy in the backfield, in the defensive backfield, just all over the place. He's doing the same thing on the basketball court.
Funny how those instincts kind of correlate, right?
Yeah, no,
you
really.
can tell who's a DB when you watch basketball. That's the most
He is
obvious
one.
position.
Yeah, great wide receiver, too.
Looking to get it in baseline. Strong's going to send it out. Deflection. Whitman sends it out to the right side. So now APA will inbound sideline instead of baseline.
Yeah, Whitman, a very athletic big man in the middle. Both of these, Greenwell and Whitman, very athletic.
Ball comes back to Burris High. Guarded out front by Hyatt. Left side with it. Gives to Strong left side. He'll come back into forecourt. Bounce it low. BJ back in the game. Pumps. Hooks. Oh, in and out. That ball was down. Just couldn't quite fall.
Man, it was down. It was halfway down into the cylinder and bounces out.
Hyatt with the basketball, right-hand dribble. 6:34 to go in the third quarter. No score from either side in this period. Still an 11-point lead for Enterprise. Johnson catches left side. Going to give it back up top. Give left side Johnson. Skip to Hyatt. Pumps. Puts it on the floor. Lowers the shoulder. Sends to Johnson. Wide open corner triple. It's well long. Whitman goes. Saves it in the corner. Goes back down. Shot clock reset. It should not have reset.
Yep.
And this, let's see what
So now
they're going to put.
it out.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see what they put on it. So they're going to recall the shot clock. Let's see what this is. This is going to be fascinating to see what they put this at.
I was going to say, we could probably look at it and tell them. 7 seconds.
Okay. Baseline out of bounds here for Hyatt. Pounds the rock. Looks to send in. Getting close to the 5. Johnson, quick trigger, corner 3. How about Nolan Johnson with another triple?
Yeah, second of the game, 6 of the points for him.
Game high 14-point lead now for the Wolves. Coming at a good time. Burris going to skip it over opposite side. The pump fake and drive from Overby. Sends it back. Burris, open triple, releases off the back rim. Rebound to Johnson. Might have walked with it there. Instead, hands to Hyatt. Some pressure out front.
Oh.
Pocket picked from Overby.
That doesn't happen
very
very often.
Strong's 3 in and out. Great box out from Segmiller. And it comes down to Crew Evans. Evans with the left-hand dribble. Gets it across the timeline. Hyatt, right corner. Bounce low. Whitman. Power. Foul. Count it. Trayson Whitman.
Yeah, and Vijay Rajavan he brought his hands down. He played it pretty well, but at the very end, he just dropped those hands, and then they went back up. So
it'll be a free throw here for Whitman. Lead now up to 16, which is a game high. Continuing to build off of that.
For Whitman, that's 11 points in the game. Make that 12 after the free throw.
Now up to 17. Timeout to Enterprise. Coach Randall will take it as well here on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.
This is Nate Christensen at Zions Bank. We're not just your bank, we're your neighbors. And with a branch right around the corner, we're here for you wherever you are. For all your personal and business banking needs, come visit us and let us show you how Zions Bank is for you.
These days, kids do a lot of their homework online. They talk to their teachers, they receive assignments, and they do research, all from our kitchen table. That's why I chose Centricom Fiber Internet. They have the fastest and most reliable connection, so my kids can stay on top of their schoolwork.
Since 1947, Barney Trucking's #1 investment has been dependable truck drivers like you. That's why they provide their drivers with an opportunity to earn up to $75,000 a year driving state-of-the-art equipment. Barney Trucking is now hiring drivers in Utah, Sanpete, Sevier, Juab, Millard, Beaver, Iron, Carbon, and Emery counties. Barney Trucking offers a competitive wage, solid benefits, home daily schedules, and an excellent safety record. Apply today at barneyjobs.com. barneyjobs.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. 39-22, 5:22 to go. Oh, getting dyslexic here down here at the SVC. Ball goes over left side. Burris. Enterprise looking, maybe smelling some blood, trying to extend this out even further. Draper APA has got to get something going here offensively. Have not scored in the quarter.
No. And big drought.
They continue to struggle. Segmiller, coast-to-coast pump, left-hand finish.
What
Another
a shot.
tough finish.
Tough finish, but he does so. 11 points in the game for Segmiller.
It's been the senior groups, this senior group for Enterprise. They want to play in that game tomorrow. Burris, really deep 3. That's well short. Rebound comes down inside to Evans. Long outlet right side. Whitman saves to Segmiller. Johnson Sends it right side. Hyatt, triple on the way, buckets.
So that's what we talk about. I mean, so under control, inside, outside. Hyatt has time, set, shoot. On the other end, just a little bit rushed in that really deep three. It's not a bad shot, but the percentages go down the further out you are.
Well, on the flip side now, it's 11-0 to start this quarter now. And again, Scott, shot selection. Enterprise is getting good, aggressive looks, and when they take long shots, it's an inside-out game. Players are wide open.
Right.
Overby gives inside VJ. Power dribble, takes up for two. Can't get that one to go. Rebound Whitman.
And that was a great shot. It just didn't go.
Johnson now on left side. Enterprise in full control of this one. In the corner with it is Evans. Whitman takes the long two. Nothing but the bottom. Trayson Whitman pushes it to 24. It's now, 13-0 in this quarter?
13-0 run. Yeah, huge.
Left side with it is Strong. Overby. Now VJ catches. Skip right side Strong in the corner. Three on the way from Overby. That's no good. Tip out from Whitman. Ends up back in the hands of Burris.
And that was a good shot. Just didn't fall.
Strong will drive it. Take it baseline. Send corner. Good hands by Segmiller. Gets a paw on it, and it will stay with Draper APA.
Yeah, the length with these two teams is, just long basketball players. And when we talk about, long arms, nobody's 6'8", 6'9", but just long 6'2" to 6'4".
Ball's going to get sent back out. Top of the key to Jacobson, now into the hands of Burris. Heading up against Hyatt. The drive, the bump, sends back up top. Overby swings it left side. The dribble drive from Jones. Jones Strong with the push shot for two. ALA on the board here, Draper APA on the board here in quarter number 3.
Yeah, that stops the 13-0 run.
I'm going to blame Joe Williams for the ALA. He's talking about ALA right behind us.
I know. Joe's trouble. He's trouble all over the place.
You never know what you're getting with Mr. Williams. Hyatt loses the ball for a moment. Sends it right corner. Segmiller touch pass. It's deflected out of bounds. Stays Wolf basketball. 17 on the shot clock.
Now that touch pass was kids who have played together for a long time, because he did not have time to really spot Whitman, but had enough faith to do it.
Baseline here for Hyatt. Perfectly executed.
Holy cow.
Hardman cut over, took the extra defender with him. Whitman was wide open.
And it left Whitman with a seal. So
right side Overby with it. Going to skip it back. Top of the key, Burris. Back to 24-point game here with 2:28 to go. Read like a book. Hardman taking it the other way for Enterprise. Pulls back out. Sends it over left side. Segmiller. Right-hand dribble gives Whitman. Powers. Hyatt. Pump fakes on the three. Will attack baseline. Hesitate dribble. Sends corner Segmiller. The drive. Open three. Hyatt. It's the side of the backboard, and the rebound comes down. That's very uncharacteristic. Comes down to Greenwald.
He drained the last one like that.
Burris with it straight away. Skip pass left side over to Jacobson. Picks up the dribble, gives to Strong. Strong will cross over, get to the lane. Nice play from Strong, but just can't get that to finish. So even though they're getting a few better shots, they're just not falling.
Yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful attempt.
Strong deflects it from Hardman. And Riker Jones re-enters the game. Whitman is going to take a seat with a minute 43 here in the third.
Yeah, 24-point lead. The Enterprise just exploded. Only one bucket in the whole quarter for Draper APA. That's it. One bucket by Jones.
Hyatt with the basketball right side, gives to Evans. Crew will fake with it. Bounce high. The pump fake from Hardman. Goes down low to Jones. Sends back. Evans for three. Straight away. Buckets. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Crew Evans. 27-point game now.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to see the stats in this one as Enterprise shot lights out in this third quarter.
Transition three does not go there off the made basket. Hardman rebound again. Kind of the story of the end of the second into the third. Segmiller just bounced that a little too far ahead. Goes back to Draper APA.
Yeah, no, it's just down and low. It wasn't a bad spot, just a little bit low for his player to catch it. Little English on that.
Sure.
If it would have put a little backspin on that, holds it up.
Make it have a little golf backspin, right? A little wedge. Long outlet. Hardman ran the floor beautifully, misses inside, fight for the rebound. It will go out of bounds to Draper APA.
Now, I do have to say, Hardman is left-handed.
He is? Okay.
He just shot that with his left hand, too. It's either that or he's ambidextrous, so.
Ball up high. Strong, right wing 3, Strong off the back iron. Heads over the standard.
Draper APA just cannot buy a bucket.
That was a good 3. You're
that was
wide
a good
open
3, yeah.
with a good shooter. Just doesn't fall.
So they were 18% in the first half, and they're 0 for whatever in the second half. So it's down probably around the 10% mark.
Eesh.
Just a rough afternoon for the Eagles.
Hyatt standing at the Snow College S, about a 7-second differential between shot and game clock. Bounces right side, Evans. Segmiller, left side with it, Hyatt. Skip past right side, Evans. Pumps with it, will attack with the left hand. Get in the lane. Couldn't decide if he was going to shoot or pass Scott. Pass goes out of bounds.
You called it. I think he got caught right between the two things. He was going to shoot it, and then at the last minute he just tried to throw it inside for the pass.
Left side with it up top is Strong. Looks to use the screen high. Attacks. Sends. Open 3, Jacobson. That's good. Max Jacobson. Same spot, different result, and that ends quarter number 3. It's been all Enterprise, though, 51-27. Fourth quarter action next here on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.
In the fast-paced world we live in, every second counts. Whether it's staying productive in your home office or enjoying entertainment with no buffering. With CentraWave from Centracom, experience ultra-fast, next-generation, reliable internet that keeps your whole family connected. CentraWave by Centracom. Fast, reliable, everywhere. Get connected today. Visit www.centracom.com/CentraWave or call 1-800-427-8449.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Fourth quarter action just about to get underway. It was all Enterprise in that third quarter, just putting the hammer down.
Jeez, just shooting lights out. I mean, their field goal percentage has to just be exceptional in that third quarter.
Ball goes over on the left side, high, hounding up front. Hyatt's on Burris. He's going to rise for 3. It's short. Board comes to Trayson Whitman. Hyatt with the basketball now, looks to lead it on the fast break. Sends corner. Right wing Hardman. Bounce pass low to Jones, deflected. Burris has got it. Will now look to head the other way. In transition, the power dribble and finish for 2 inside. That's Weston Stratton, just a sophomore. Got some good size on him, the young fella.
Got to put him in my book. I did not have him written down, so not sure why.
51-29, Whitman catches low, sends back out. Johnson rises for 3. It's Strong. Jones, offensive board, loses it for a moment, regathers. Ball deflected, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wolves.
Also taken in the game is Jackson Chatterton, who is a senior for Draper APA.
Baseline out of bounds here for Hyatt. Looks to send in. Right wing 3, or right corner 3, excuse me. Johnson can't hit. Rebound inside to Stratton. Burris with the basketball in his hands. Looks to lead the break. Gets right to the rim. Goes reverse, no. Rebound Whitman.
Yeah, great move. Just a little deep in the lane.
Right side with it is Hyatt. Picks up his dribble high. 6:49 to go here in the ball game. Whitman, 15-foot jumper from the elbow. Strong. Rebound chased down the corner by Stratton into the hands of Burris. Left side with it. In the corner, VJ rises, fires, connects.
Oh.
That's a 3.
Wow, that was absolutely in motion as he just in one motion goes up, knocks that down.
Carter, VJ, Arajavan, a phenomenal corner triple. Cuts the lead down to 19. Right side with it, Johnson will drive, goes behind the back, the pump fake. Whitman takes up Strong for 2, draws the foul, and Trayson Whitman find himself at the free throw line.
Yeah, Greenwell just found himself on the edge, and once Trayson Whitman felt that, he had the move to the inside off the left shoulder.
Roger Cope will check in for the first time this afternoon. Whitman hits the first. He's going to replace Riker Jones. Junior for junior. One more for Whitman. 6:12 to go in the ball game. Again, this was a fairly competitive game for a quarter and 3/4 of that second quarter. Really, Enterprise pulled away late in the second and then kind of laid the wood ever since.
No, it's true. It just kind of went from 5, 7, 9, 11 point lead, just went straight up.
VJ pump fakes with it, bounces up high. Whitman the steal, leads the break. Hyatt to the basket, no. Offensive rebound, stick back, no. Rebound fought for. Hyatt's getting on the ground for it. Calling timeout. They call jump ball.
Jump ball instead. Burris there as he ties it up.
We'll go back to Draper APA. So we're going to see Crew Evans return along with Colton Segmiller. Going to give Hardman a break as well as Hyatt. How about Hyatt coming back from that injury yesterday?
Yeah, it doesn't really, he's hit the ground a couple times, but he doesn't really look phased from it. But a great player.
And a conversation here.
Draper APA's coaching staff said that there's some debate, and Coach Bud Randall come up and they said, no, it's white ball.
You don't see that very often.
No, you don't.
Any advantage you can get sometimes, but no, I like the honesty here.
Yeah, they walked up and said, hey, no reason to talk about this. It's white ball. That's what he said.
Evans sends to Segmiller. Wide open triple. It's wide right. Offensive rebound of the Wolves. Johnson. Segmiller cuts and finishes. I like that play. Don't hang your head because you missed a shot.
No.
Keep playing, young fella.
Yeah, he just went straight in where the lane was and then got an easy bucket.
55-32 the score. Ball goes right corner to Chatterton. Burris fakes into a triple. That's wide left off the rim. Out of bounds to Enterprise.
Yeah, not a bad shot for Burris. He made a great fake and got the defense to float to the right and create some space. Just didn't fall. That's been the story of the afternoon, though, for the Eagles.
Evans with the left-hand dribble. Looks to cross on the left side. Thought Segmiller was going to be there. Passed it ahead. Segmiller came to the other side to set a screen. VJ in transition. Left side with it. Three is on the way. It's strong. VJ taps it right to himself. Excellent play from VJ as he lays it in. 55-34.
Yeah, 5 points in the fourth quarter for VJ Arajavan.
Johnson with the basketball, gives top of the key Evans. Left side with it, Segmiller. Segmiller goes back up top, Evans. Pump fake. Now Evans catches left corner. Pumps with it. Johnson will pump, send back to Segmiller. 15 on the shot clock for Whitman. Operates right side, spins. Push shot, wild shot, nearly gets that one to go. Another trip to the free throw line for Trayson Whitman.
Yeah, a little pinballing inside for Trayson Whitman as he takes the one bump, spins around, gets fouled, and has to go up over Greenwell.
So Whitman now will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, 16 points in the game for Trayson Whitman. Free throw's good.
Knocks it down as he'll get one more. 4:33 to go. You just talk about some of these guys who, have played since their underclassmen days. Gets a little weird sometimes when you think about them not being on this floor next season. These are the last moments, right?
And you think about it, Trayson Whitman has played in 3 state championship games. This is the only one of his career that he didn't finish on Saturday night. This is the only one. So this is a talented group, and they've had a lot of success with 4 straight trips to the championship game.
Carter Hardman's going to check in. Baseline out of bounds here for Crew Evans. Pounds the rock, goes middle inside the Cope. Cope's going to send it back out. The drive from Johnson. Euros takes a hard hit. Wrong place, wrong time for Draper APA. It's going to be 2 free throws here for Johnson.
Yeah, I think Chatterton just picks that up. And he jumps up long before the Euro step happened, and so it's just nowhere for him to go.
Teak Truman going to check back in. First free throw for Johnson is good. Coming up next, it's the semifinal girls matchup. The Draper APA girls taking on North Summit. Those North Summit girls yesterday, my goodness.
Yeah,
that number 1 seed for a reason.
Yeah.
Offensive rebound inside by Hardman, sends back to Johnson. Right side with it is Crew Evans. Call out a new play. Left-hand dribble, right side with it to Hardman. Straight away with its Cope, swings Segmiller, now corner Evans. Ball fakes, tries to feed that in the post. Hardman spins, lost the ball for a moment. Sends it back right corner Evans. He'll attack with 10 on the shot clock. Wild shot blocked. Rebound comes down inside to Burris.
That entry pass, and I mean there's going to be a foul as they run by, but that entry pass was one of the best passes of the entire tournament. As there was a window of just a short, like softball size, and he squoze a basketball through it. It was a beautiful entry pass.
So Nolan Johnson will sit. Teak Truman back in the ball game. So 57-34, 3:52 to go here in the fourth. Burris with it over on the left side. Picks up his dribble, gives straight away with it to Chatterton. Picks up his dribble high, sends it, picked off. Hardman, 1-on-2, just outruns the...
Oh, my goodness.
My goodness. The speed from Hardman didn't slow down. I figured sometimes when you don't slow down like that, that's a hard miss. But
no, that was coming off. I was like, okay, well, he's going to miss this one. How he stopped that momentum and dropped that down was pretty amazing.
On a dime to be able to get that to go in the way it did.
You shouldn't be able to make that.
No. Ball goes back up to Chatterton. Swing left side Burris. He'll pump with it once and twice. Thought about the three. Now goes corner to VJ. VJ's going to skip it. Chatterton fumbles it. Ball deflected. Segmiller out of bounds as we'll get a plethora of substitutions here. I don't have number 14 for Enterprise.
Number 14 for Enterprise is the unknown soldier.
Yeah, we don't have 14. He looks like a Whitman, if I'm just being completely honest. No idea if Trayson's got a younger brother, but
yeah,
he looks the part.
Yep, no number 14.
A couple seniors checking out for Draper APA, getting some hugs with his coaching staff.
Yeah, BJ Arajavan gets a big hug from his coach, as that's his last game for Draper APA.
Ball goes over on the right side. Cole Hawkins, the junior, has checked in. Ball left side to Hardman. Across the timeline, gets to attack the basket. The lefty misses. Offensive rebound, Cope sticks it back in for two.
Yeah, nice. Cope on the board.
Ball goes now over left side, Hyatt. 2:25 left here in the fourth. Ball is loose, out of bounds. Enterprise says we're now going to get number one. That's his Jared DeJesus checking in for Enterprise. 2:22 left. Enterprise, a date with North Severe tomorrow. The Battle of the Wolves. That's going to be a little fascinating.
Wolves and Wolves. Yeah.
A little wolf-on-wolf action for 5th, 6th place. DeJesus picks up the dribble, goes left side with it. A 14-3, no. Offensive rebound fought for inside by Hawkins. It comes down to Draper APA. Outlet goes far. Out of bounds is Strong. Back to the Wolves with 2:03 left.
Yeah, Strong did a good job of not. He came down right at the partition. A little bit scary, but he handled it well.
2:03 to go. Ball comes back to Cole Hawkins and and to Enterprise. That's going to be fun. Whoever gets that one tomorrow, wolf on wolf.
Yeah,
got to go with the school name. It's like a North Summit game with the Richens.
Exactly.
You just got to do first school names instead of mascot names.
Yeah, you had a first yesterday with 5 of the same name on the court.
Now, when I did the girls' game, it wasn't possible. There's only 3 of them on the girls' team this year.
There you go.
And only 2 of them were ever on the floor at the same time. So straight away 3. It's short. Rebound comes down to Cope. DeJesus has got it. Gives it right side. A high pass out of bounds. Goes back to Draper APA.
Yeah, little bit out of control there. Checking in will be number 32, Iverson Mejia.
Again, just a sophomore. A lot of things to like if you're Draper APA.
Yes.
A young group, a culture that's been built, continuing to be built.
Yeah, they could make some noise coming up.
Top of the key, right wing now with it. Ball goes left side now. Joe Williams is making our life hard right now.
Yeah, I know, it's hard.
Long shot, offensive rebound, and the stick back, the sophomore, Weston Stratton for 2.
Yeah, Stratton that was a big board and a big putback.
14 gets it over right side. I don't have a 4 on my roster either.
4-4.
For Enterprise.
Enterprise.
Yeah.
Nor do I.
Well, we'll give the numbers credit. Sorry, parents, if you're going back and watching this. Your kids are doing great.
You've got to blame the coaching staff for not submitting the right roster. And
lay
another
up
bucket.
inside from Stratton.
Yeah, another one.
I see. You know what's interesting? I see more issues with that in 3A.
Do you?
I've had a lot of issues with that over the years, and it's been a pet peeve at times.
And they don't understand the poor announcers. We want to call the right names, and then you pull it off Max Preps only to find out that Smith is actually Jones and Jones is actually Jensen.
So I had this happen to me up at Weber State at a 3A tournament. A parent came and shook me while I'm doing play-by-play. It wasn't during a timeout or anything. That became a very big no-no for me. I was not. Barrett can tell you, I was not a happy camper in that moment.
No, I'll bet you weren't.
Happy to talk during a timeout. But,
sure, but not during the game.
No, it was interesting. So, won't say which school, but it certainly happened, and we'll get a bump and a foul out front.
I've had plenty of corrections where I've had people track down my name or my number from someone they knew from where I'm from, and then text me and say, hey, that's not the right name.
And I always appreciate that.
Oh, so do I.
We want to get it right. Don't get me wrong. It's about these kids and getting them the recognition as the shot's no good. Hawkins rebounds. Enterprise can dribble this out should they choose to do so, and instead they throw it over the top as go back to Draper APA. I don't have 0 either for Enterprise. Maybe these are freshmen, right?
Could be.
Sometimes you don't list freshmen.
They'll
Don't have 31 either. Yeah.
Be in the book, not in the program.
Yeah. So 4 of the 5 out there we don't have on our roster. That's okay. Casting 3 to end, and that will end our ball game. Enterprise lives to play another day. They'll play in the 5th, 6th place game tomorrow against the North Sevier Wolves. Draper APA, a lot of good stuff to build on as their season comes to a close. We'll take just a quick break. Let Brad get those stats out for us. Be back to wrap this up next right here on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in as Enterprise moving on. Sometimes it can be tough, Scott, to get back up the next day after a tough loss, right? And Enterprise, you're the defending champs. This group has won a lot of games. They really loved their effort today. They played with a lot of pride, representing their schools, themselves, their families.
Yeah, solid.
It was a phenomenal performance from Enterprise.
No, it really was, and no consolation bracket malaise. They played very, very well. They played hard, and they played well. I credit Draper APA also for playing well. Just they could not buy a bucket. Their final field goal percentage was improved from the first half, but it was only 28%. That's rough in a game.
It's hard. Make or miss league. It's hard to win games when you shoot the way you better be a darn good defensive team if that's the case.
Well, I'll tell you,
they gave up 43% on the flip side for Enterprise. Overall, plus 10 in the rebounds for Enterprise, and that'll happen when you miss shots, right? Turnovers were even. That was never really an issue in this game, but
this was simply making shots.
Yeah. How about Trayson Whitman? Speaking of making shots, 7 of 10, 5 of 6 at the line. Excellent.
Yeah, 19 points. The rating MVP is, he's the real deal. A great player underneath.
11 boards to go for it as well. Seg Miller finishes with 13-9 off the bench for Hyatt, and to go along with 4 assists. And that was another thing. How big was his absence? You don't want to play that coulda, shoulda, woulda game. great to see him on the floor today, still be able to play, and we'll be able to go again tomorrow.
Well, and play without seemingly any impact.
You
from
never
that.
know.
I mean, he looked good. He was quick. His normal quickness, and it was good news for Jackson Hyatt.
No, without question. Any other numbers stand out to you that we didn't get to
I don't,
Mr. Bradford's stats?
I don't think so. I think what we could do is just total points: 7 points for Strong, for Draper APA, 10 for Burris, 4 for Greenwell, 3 for Jacobson, 6 for Stratton, and VJ Rajavan with 8. And for the Enterprise Wolves, 19 for Whitman, as you mentioned, 3 for Evans, 4 for Jones, 7 for Johnson, 13 Segmiller, 9 for Jackson Hyatt, 2 for Roger Cope. That's it.
And despite what the score might have said at the end, that was a fun game.
It was a fun
good
game.
Pace.
Some highlight reel
Tell you what,
finishes.
Some of those wraparound under the basket type shots from both teams were spectacular. So
no, they were great.
No. Scott, good to be with you again, my friend.
Yeah, always good.
Always fun. As we'll continue now, next semifinal action, North Summit and Draper APA. So you're thinking Draper APA fans can just stick around for this next one. As their boys, unfortunately, won't go home. They'll stick around and cheer for the girls regardless of how this goes tonight. And then the girls are guaranteed a game tomorrow as well.
Right.
So there'll be some school pride hanging around there. They got a challenge, though, this North Summit's crew, from what I saw yesterday. This is going to be an interesting one.
Well, and they deserve the number one seed for a reason.
Yep.
As they are greyhounds. They are fast, they are big, and they are talented.
Yeah. Big thanks to Mr. Barrett Hilton, producer extraordinaire. We'll take a break. We'll be back. Dustin Shakespeare and I will have the call next with North Summit and Draper APA. The girls' semifinal action continues next on TeamHive.live and KSLSports.com.
You've been listening to exciting high school basketball action on South Central Utah sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school basketball action on Centricom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.